People don't expect salesmen after dark anymore. That's why it works. I wear the badge, carry the clipboard, smile like I've got a quota to meet. Tell them we're running a neighborhood promo. Complimentary welcome mats, no obligation, just a bit of brand awareness. I say all this while the sun bleeds out behind the rooftops. Timing is important. Most don't ask questions. They glance down, read the mat. Welcome. Come in. Something simple, inviting. And they thank me. Some laugh. Some ask how I make any money giving things away. I tell them I don't. Not at first. I never stay long. I don't loiter. Just hand over the mat, give them my business card, and wish them a good night. Then move along to the next house. I make my rounds quickly, while there's still just enough light to keep their doubts quiet. Some people place it that night. Others wait until morning. A few forget it entirely, leave it leaning against the porch rail for days, collecting dust. That's fine. I never rush. They always place it eventually, usually without thinking. It just becomes part of the home, like a porch light or wind chimes. And when it's finally there, centered neatly by the front door, I make a note. That's all, for now. Days pass, sometimes weeks. I don't rush the process. That's not the nature of this work. The mat becomes familiar to them, unnoticed even. They step over it with groceries, mail, muddy shoes. The message wears soft beneath their heels. Welcome. Come in. They forget it's even there, but I don't. I watch the pattern of their lives from a distance. Who turns in early? Who stays up late? Which lights go out first? Who walks their dog at midnight and who forgets to lock the door? I'm not some shadow slinking through hedges or crouching in the dark. That's not how it works. That's not how I work. I'm patient. I wait. Not outside their windows. Not in the bushes. I'm not a savage. The message is already there, nestled beneath their feet, half worn from the weather. Welcome, come in. It's been said, that's what matters. When I return, the uniform's gone. No clipboard, no badge. Just a coat, quiet shoes, and the kind of stillness that doesn't belong to the living. The mat is still there. Faded now. Familiar. The door was locked, but locks don't matter the way you think they do. I don't knock. I don't wait. I enter. A faint creak whispered along the hinges. The air inside was cooler, heavier, carrying the scent of polished wood and old fabric. Light flickered from a single overhead bulb, casting long, wavering shadows across the walls. Floorboards groaned softly beneath my weight, settling into the quiet rhythm of the house. And now, here we are, you and me, in your home. I've always liked the term traveling salesman. It sounds quaint, outdated, makes people think of cheap suits, tired smiles, and long drives through nowhere towns. That's the image I lean into. I dress the part. Pressed slacks, button-down shirt, plastic name tag, pinned just a little crooked so it feels human. People open their doors faster when they think you're harmless. And I am, at first. I hit 4 or 5 neighborhoods a week, always new ones. No repeats. That's important. Sometimes I walk. Sometimes I rent a car just for the day. Nothing flashy. Just enough to blend in. The mats ride in the back seat, wrapped in a vinyl cover that says promo materials. Fragile. I like the irony. There's a rhythm to it. The knocks. The pitch. The half-apologetic smile. Evening, sir. We're offering complimentary welcome mats in your area. Just a local promotion. No cost, no catch. Just a thank you for your time. Sometimes they're skeptical. More often they're just tired. They've had a long day. They want to get back to dinner, or their show, or nothing at all. I offer them something small and pleasant, something they didn't know they wanted until it's in their hands. Welcome, come in. It's printed right there, clean and simple. No logo, no brand, just the words. They always smile, even when they don't mean to. It's incredible how powerful small kindnesses can be. That's the trick. No one questions generosity when it's wrapped in routine. I give them the mat. They thank me, and I move on. I don't double back, not right away. But I remember the houses. Weeks might pass, a month even. I give it time to settle, to feel earned. By then, they've stopped thinking about me. But I've never stopped thinking about them. The mat says what it says, and that's enough. Welcome. Come in. Some see me too late. Some never see me at all. I watch the pattern of their lives unfold quietly, not in the shadows. They think it's just a coincidence. The faint rustle in the hall, the floorboards settling in the night, the flicker of a lamp that wasn't on before. But I know better. By now you've probably guessed what I am. I'm not just a salesman handing out gifts. I'm something older, something hungry. You accepted the mat, placed it carefully at your doorstep, probably without a second thought. That's when the real invitation takes hold. When the night grows thick and heavy, I come calling. I don't force my way in. I don't have to. The mat is the key, the silent agreement. You might think it's just a piece of fabric, but it's more than that. It's a contract, one you signed the moment you placed it by your door. The mat spoke for you. That was enough. I choose carefully. Those who accept the mat, they've made a quiet decision, whether they realize it or not. I am older than any myth you've heard, older than the stories told by firelight or whispered in the dark. Vampires, they say, are creatures of the night, cursed to wander forever. That's partly true, but I've learned to adapt. No more coffins nailed shut or dramatic entrances through broken windows. The world has changed, and so have I. The mat is my new invitation, the modern sigil that grants me passage. I don't crave violence or chaos. This isn't some mindless hunger driven by cruelty. It's about balance, survival, necessity. For centuries, stories have tried to capture what I am. Vampire, monster, demon. Legends passed down in whispers around campfires and tucked away in dusty books. Some say I'm cursed, others say I'm damned. But the truth is far more complicated. I'm not just a creature of the night who prowls blindly, tearing at throats in the dark. I have to adapt, to survive in a world that has forgotten me or refuses to believe. Gone are the days of superstition, garlic and wooden stakes. I move with the shadows, silent and patient. The old myths painted me as a beast, something grotesque and uncontrollable. But I am neither beast nor fiend. I'm a predator bound by rules older than the cities themselves. Rules that demand respect and balance. Take too much, and the world notices. Not with torches and pitchforks, that time has passed, but in quieter, more dangerous ways. Missing persons reports, neighborhood watches, doors that stay closed no matter how warm the smile. That's why balance matters, why I choose carefully, why I never return to the same street twice. I choose those the world has already let go of, the ones who linger on the edges. It's not mercy, but it is balance. Some call it fate. I call it necessity. Those who invite me in, they've already paid the price. But if I get greedy, if I draw too much attention, the whole system collapses. The world may not believe in monsters anymore, but it doesn't have to. It just needs to get curious, and curiosity kills more than cats. Thank you for listening, for welcoming me here, for letting me tell my story. I've traveled far and long, seen more than anyone should, and tonight you allowed me to share a small piece of it. That matters. I wish it could be otherwise. I wish I could leave without taking more than your attention. But the sun is about to rise, and this is the way of things. Like a farmer tending a flock, I do what must be done, not with malice, but with care. The air is growing colder, thinner, as the first pale hints of dawn stretch across the sky. Shadows cling a little tighter, silence sharpening in the corners of the room. I am grateful for your time. The night has been generous, but soon the sun will rise, and I must feed.
Officer Riley's report. Date: redacted. Subject: missing person welfare check. Address redacted. At approximately 9 a.m., a welfare check was conducted on the occupant of the residence at address redacted, following reports that the individual had not attended the neighborhood's biannual block party, an event they had reliably participated in for several years. The front door was found securely locked from the inside, with the welcome mat placed neatly by the threshold. No signs of forced entry or disturbance were observed. No vehicle was located in the driveway, which was consistent with neighbor reports indicating the occupant typically used alternate transportation or parked off-site. The missing person is described as a loner, recently retired, with no known close family nearby. Neighbors confirmed limited social interaction and minimal visitor traffic in the months prior. There was no buildup of mail, and no recent deliveries were noted. The last confirmed sighting of the occupant was several weeks ago, though the exact timeline remains uncertain due to limited contact with others. Further investigation is ongoing to determine the individual's whereabouts and the circumstances surrounding their disappearance.